Good morning. I decided to go live on my personal page today. I've been spending a lot of time in my groups and the program that I have going on. But today's topic was sort of relevant to everyone, so I kind of just wanted to share it outside of my little group. So today's topic, if you don't know me, I'm Jory Pearson, and I am a life transformation strategist and health and wellness coach. So today's topic is there's a kind of a simplified, when it comes to mindset, there's like a simplified formula that we use in the wellness industry, and it's I put it in in the topic today. But so everything that we do is based on our feelings. So everything we do and everything we don't do stems from a feeling that we're having, and those feelings are caused from our thoughts, whether they're conscious or subconscious. So in order to simplify things, we can break it down that way and realize that when we're having struggles changing something in our life, it usually has to do with one of those things. So the hard part about all of this is actually being in touch with your thoughts and your feelings. So we have over 60,000 thoughts in a day, and a lot of them aren't conscious. They're just thoughts that we've been carrying with us for years and years, and we don't recognize them as real thoughts. Hey, Jeremy. And hey, Bridget. Didn't even see you pop on. But so sometimes we have to take some time. This is where I talk about self-care all the time, because it takes a lot of time to recognize why we're doing the things we're doing and what we're feeling that's causing us to do the things that we're doing. And a lot of times it's really, we know that we want to change something. For example, with fitness, people will struggle to, why can't I get my butt to the gym every day? Why can't I get myself to the gym? Or why can't I continue clean eating for more than a week at a time? Or, all of these things that we struggle with. We know it's in our best interest. We know that we want those, we want to do those things, but why aren't we? And a lot of the times it comes down to that we're either thinking a thought that's keeping us from that, like it's pointless, we're not going to get anywhere if we do that anyway, we've done that before, gone down that road, it didn't work, so why even bother? We can be telling ourselves these thoughts that are making us feel, kind of defeated, or feeling just empathetic, like, I just don't want to do this right now, I'm just not feeling it, I'm not motivated to do that. And so that's, meditation, that's why meditation has completely changed my life, because anything that you want to change in your life, by being aware of your thoughts and being aware of your feelings, you can change anything. So it's super, super powerful. I just want, I really want everybody to understand that everything other than our circumstances, we can change everything in our life. Anything that we want to change, we can change. It's completely at our whim. It's just that we have to take the time to care about ourselves and really think these things through, and meditate on them and really get into why we're doing these things. And it can be really challenging sometimes too, because this stuff, it doesn't always feel good. Like going back to my childhood is not something that I look forward to, but it's something that I have to work through. It's something that I have to acknowledge that it's still affecting me every day, whether I want it to or not, until I acknowledge that and I let myself feel into it and I let myself work through that, in order to get to the feeling that ultimately I'm looking for, which is to be rid of that, to be rid of those chains, to kind of break through that. So be kind to yourself. Give yourself some leeway. Understand that this stuff takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of time to kind of break through on some of these things. If you know that you're doing something that you don't want to be doing, or that you want to change in some way, you want to start doing something maybe that you, to improve yourself, there's a reason behind our actions. So just remember that. Remember that there's either a thought or a feeling that we're getting, but we have to find a way to be aware of that, to sort of like recognize it and not beat ourselves up necessarily for feeling those things, or for not being the person that you think you want to be today or whatever. These are all stepping stones to get us to where we need to be in our life. This isn't going to happen, overnight. And, this has been a 10-year thing for me. I've been 10 years, I've been reading books and, listening to my mentors in my ear, explaining these concepts to me and things. And my coaches, thank God for my coaches and stuff, because this isn't, it seems like we should be able, a lot of times we're like, gosh, I'm so smart. I went to college. I was in college for 8 years. I should have all this shit figured out. But that's just not, we're talking about subconscious, neurological, we're not going to change this stuff overnight. We have to really take some time, sit into it, get into it, feel into it, understand it, because the key to changing anything is understanding. So until we're able to, without judgment, I posted this not too long ago, we have to really, Deepak Chopra is just amazing, and I think it was actually Gandhi he was quoting, but we have to be able to look at ourselves without judgment and really recognize the things that we're doing, recognize our feelings and our thoughts and our processes in order to, hey Angie, because and so acknowledging, not being afraid to really look at the dark stuff, and really. If it doesn't feel good, we're making progress, So look at who we are, what we're doing, what we're thinking that's getting us, to where we want to be in life. And then, once you can start changing it. For example, like going back to that fitness thing I was just talking about, somebody who doesn't really, who can't get themselves in a fitness routine because they're telling themselves that it's pointless. I've been there before, done that before. That same person, once they acknowledge that that's not true, once you acknowledge like, oh gosh, this is really what I'm telling myself, and I have a growth mindset, so I believe I am capable of changing my outcomes. If I try, so that changes. Your feeling behind that changes. You start feeling like, okay, well, I'm just going to try it anyway, and I'm just going to, you start cutting that negative voice on your, the back of your head. You kind of start shoving it to the side and being like, no, I know you're there. I see ya. You move along, and that's all it really takes. You have to just be aware. So, all right, guys, love you so much. That's your little pep talk for the day. I hope that it resonates with some of you at least, and you can get something from it. And meditation is wonderful. If you can even just start meditating, just a minute, do 60 seconds of just coming back to your breath, coming back to your breath. And I have a video I think that I've done on beginning meditation. If you Google, there's really simple, even guided ones, but I really recommend doing any of the ones that bring you to just recognizing your thoughts, just recognizing your thoughts as they come to you. And then, throughout your day, doing that, recognizing the negative thoughts, recognizing the positive thoughts, recognizing how you feel when you're doing things. All of those things gradually start changing, your patterns and your life. But it really just does start with awareness. Hey, Kim, good to see ya. Thank you very much. All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your week. We're going up on Friday now, so that should bring joy to some people, I would imagine. I know that we love our weekends here, so, and I'm drinking my coffee, so it's a good morning here. But I know, meditation, people, and it's such an abstract thing. I remember putting it off for years, thinking like, how is meditation going to help me, And then once you start doing it, you're like, oh my gosh. Like, this is huge. This is, I just want everybody to feel it. I just want everybody to understand that your thoughts, you can change your thoughts pretty quickly. You can recognize you're in a bad groove and you're not feeling good, and you can start thinking about some gratuitous stuff and, some joyful things, and start changing your thought patterns around things. And bringing joy to yourself. So I do it almost every single day. I have a moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, where even 5 years ago, it would have like dropped me to my knees for the rest of the day, and I would have been, super upset. And it's, to be able to now recognize that, okay, that's not my negativity, that's not my energy, and just be able to bring yourself back in, that's huge. So meditation. All right, guys, love you so much. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for popping in here and listening to me.